Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's non-conference matchup between the Sturgis Scoopers and your host, the Brookings Bobcats. In the spirit of sportsmanship, we ask that all fans act responsibly and courteously to those around you. Abusive language and disorderly conduct is unacceptable and unwelcome at South Dakota High School Activities Association events. Let's afford the student athletes, coaches, officials, and your fellow fans the respect they deserve. The South Dakota High School Activities Association reminds you of these important sportsmanship tips. When an official makes a call, accept it. When a member of the opposing team makes a great play, applaud. When an opponent extends a hand after the game, shake it. It may be intense, it may be emotional, but it's only a game. Your cooperation is appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please stand and join us in honoring America as the Bobcat Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Isaac McMahon, plays our national anthem. As a reminder, proper respect for the flag is to remove your hats, stand at attention, and place your right hand over your heart. Active and retired military personnel may salute and show proper respect for the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Now let's please say hello to the Brookings Bobcat cheerleaders. Carly Wyatt, Grace Busha, Paige Johnson, Mackenzie Steinhauer, Lucy Simmonsbach, and Katie Marshall. The Bobcat cheerleaders are coached by Hannah Simmonsbach. Now, let's meet the lineups for tonight's matchup. First, the starters for the visiting Scoopers. At guard, 5'5" senior, number 1, Kevin Jewett. At forward, 5'8" senior, number 2, Landry Alden. At guard, 5'4" freshman, number 22, Tori Williams. At guard, 5'7" senior, number 33, Sawyer Bennett. And at forward, 5'9" senior, number 40, Rachel Banks. The Scoopers are coached by Courtney Cole and assisted by Josie Dirksen and Audrey Madsen. And now, the starting lineup for the Bobcats. At guard, 5'8" senior, number 4, Gracie Sheridan. At forward, 5'1" senior, number 12, Sophia Dominic. At guard, 5'7" sophomore, number 23, Logan Smith. At guard, 5'9" freshman, number 24, Macy Ewan. And at forward, 6' senior, number 44, Sophia Bergstrom. The Bobcats are coached by Mitch McClellan and assisted by Ross Peterson, Jenny Smith, and Zach Thomas. The officials for the contest are Ryan Neal, Eric Gerlach, and Brock Box.
Brookings Chiropractic, Stony Brook, Brookings Health System, Kubota, Dakota Bank, Siouxland Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery, and Avera. Moments away from the tip-off here, jumping up for the Scoopers, Sawyer Dennis, the 5'7 freshman, and jumping up against Sophia Hamrick, the 5'9 senior. Here's the opening tip. It is won by the Bobcats as it was uncontested by the Scoopers. Quickly into the lane. Hamrick has a good look. Left it short. Gets her own rebound in traffic. Dribbles. Steps through two defenders and gets the putback to go. Hamrick has the Bobcats on the board early. On the other end, it is Tori Williams in the backcourt. She goes for Dennis. Dennis dribbling around a double team. Gets into the front court. Lobs it in the lane. Has her teammate. The shot is going to be no good. Missed by Williams. Rebounded by Sheridan. She's up on the other end in the corner even. She'll pump fake. Dribbles baseline. Gets all the way to the basket. And too strong on the layup. Rebound. Grabbed by Even out on the wing. Hamrick for three. In and out. No good. Rebounded by Williams. Dennis. She'll bring it up for the Scoopers. She presses up left side, and the pass too tall for Ewing on the baseline. It'll go out of bounds, back over to the Bobcats.
And again, we saw Brookings. They love to do that kind of 2-3 zone where you have Even at the top. And again, with just her athleticism, her length, she's able to tip so many passes. So expect, and that's going to be over in the back. It's just not the best place to catch a pass right at the half-court line.
She's straddling the half-court stripe, gets the over and back call. Now, I haven't read the rule book on that. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I can't say it was a good or a bad call. Dennis, pass in the backcourt, is too tall for her teammate. It's stolen away by Logan Smith, who dribbles it up to the other end in the lane. Drop pass off the deck to Hamrick, who loses it as she goes up for the shot out of bounds. Back over to the Scoopers. Pass from Dennis on the other end was intended for Rachel Banks, just too tall and stolen by the Bobcats. They're unable to convert. Tori Williams brings it across, goes in the backcourt for Banks. Pass on the left wing now for Haugen. In the backcourt she goes for Dennis. Top of the key for Ewing, back to Dennis. Dennis holds, goes top of the key for Williams. Williams back to Dennis on the wing. She'll dribble, goes on the baseline for Haugen. In the backcourt for Ewing. Almost lost control of it, regains possession near the bottom of the circle. Holds now for Williams, inside 10 to shoot. Left wing, Dennis, the lefty, hoists a three off the bottom of the backboard. No good. Rebound fought for, tied up in the lane. And DeVergston for the Bobcats had a hand on it, along with Landry Haugen for Sturgis. They both had both hands on it. The possession arrow in favor of Sturgis.
You got a second. You think they got something drawn up here?
Preparation. It's all about preparation. Sawyer Dennis to inbound underneath. Left side. Gets it right in the lane to her teammate. Banks, no good on the layup, though. And on the rebound, we'll get another tie-up, as that time Logan Smith was fighting for it with Sawyer Dennis. And the possession arrow on the alternating possession goes to the Bobcats. They got a good look.
Really
Did have something drawn
yeah.
up, yeah. Smith brings it across for the Bobcats. Man-to-man defense for Sturgis. Right wing pass to for DeVergston. She goes in the lane. Dangerous pass, and it's through the hands of Hamrick. And on the other end, Tori Williams brings it. Now she dribbles, gets it tipped away in the backcourt by Sheridan. Out of bounds on the far baseline. It will stay with Sturgis. Avera Medical provides state-of-the-art medical care through highly trained physicians, experienced professional staff, and access to the entire Avera system. Inbounding on the baseline is Dennis. She gets it into Ewing. Ewing dribbles, goes to Banks, tipped away. Now the ball kicked around the lane. DeVergston goes to the floor for it, gets it to Sheridan. Sheridan lets it clear now, and she'll bring it up. Gracie all the way down the right side of the lane. She's going to be fouled on the drive before the shot that she missed. It'll be Brookings' ball underneath. Foul goes on Landry Haugen. Her first. First of the ball game for either team. Macy Even will take it out underneath. Checking in for Callie Ewing is Avery Long for Sturgis. Sitting down Gracie Sheridan for the Bobcats, and in for the first time is Amari Ward. They get it in the lane on the inbound pass. Even found Hamrick. Had a good look. She's going to be fouled on the layup. Didn't get it to go, but got the foul, and will go to the line to shoot a couple. It's going to go against Tori Williams, her first. So a couple quick fouls against Sturgis, and that one on the shot. So Hamrick goes to the stripe. She's a 51% free throw shooter on the season, and she misses the first one off the front of the rim. Averages just about 6.5 points per game. Avera Orthopedics, step up your game with Avera Orthopedics. Make your move to Avera Orthopedics. Visit avera.org/orthopedics to learn more. Second free throw, no good for Hamrick, rebounded by Sturgis. Up ahead, they get it to Haugen on the right side of the lane. She's got the drive shut off by Smith and loses the balls. DeVergston comes away with the steal. Smith now brings it up to the other end. In the backcourt, Ward goes to even in the lane. She'll dribble, kick it out in the corner. A three for Hamrick, no good, strong. Weak side board is grabbed by Dennis. She'll let it clear and bring it up now for Sturgis. That's right wing for Williams. Top of the key, they go for Long. Now right side for Haugen. Haugen dribbles to the elbow, leaves on the wing for Williams. Top of the key to Dennis. Left wing pass for Long. Left baseline pass goes between the legs and out of bounds of Haugen. Back over to Brookings. So the Bobcats got a bucket on their first possession. There's been no scoring since.
No, and again, open looks, just can't seem to get a shot to fall. Good defense, too, by the Bobcats, forcing so far 5 turnovers on Sturgis. And again, that's just the pressure that they're putting on the ball. So again, continue to see them doing that here in this first quarter, because that's been 5 big turnovers. Now if they could just capitalize on the offensive end as Logan misses that
Turnaround jumper for Logan Smith at the left block, no good. Rebounded by the Scoopers. Long goes right wing for Dennis, Williams rather. Now Dennis has it, left wing pass for Price. Taylor Price into the game. Pass backcourt for Williams. Right side to Dennis on the wing. Down in the corner for Long. Back out to Dennis. Dennis goes top of the key for Price. She'll swing it left wing now for Williams. Williams goes top of the key for Dennis. They go to Banks at the free throw line. She goes left baseline for, that was Williams. Now they work it around the perimeter. They get it out top of the key. A three is up and no good for Dennis on the rebound. We'll get a knocked out of bounds by one of the Bobcats. It will stay with Sturgis underneath. Tess Burns checking in for the first time for Brookings. Sophia DeVergston sits down. Dennis inbounds in the corner. She gets it for Williams. Williams is going to pump fake and shuffle. Get called for the travel before she dribbled. Bobcats get it back. First Bank and Trust, proud sponsor of Bobcat arts and athletic programs, because they believe everyone should play hard and bank easy. Visit any of their 4 Brookings locations. Logan Smith bounces it right wing for Burns. Burns faces up, goes in the lane for Ward. A dangerous pass, tipped away and now stolen by Williams. Williams brings it across the timeline. Passes right side for Long. Long's going to hoist a three, no good. Weak side rebound grabbed by Kimber Buys. She clears it, now gets it to Smith. Smith crosses center court. Hesitation dribble down the right side of the lane between 3 defenders and gets the shot to go off the board. Logan Smith. There was no stopping her on that play. And in the backcourt, tipped away by Ward, stolen by Even away from Long. Even up on the other end, drops it off. Across the lane to a wide open Buy. She misses the layup. Even with the weak side rebound is fouled on the putback, and she'll go to the line to shoot a couple. Even did a good job not giving away that there was another player across the lane, as she never gave it away with her eyes, and made a good pass. Kimber just unable to convert. First free throw for Even is no good. 50% free throw shooter on the year, averages just a shade under 5 points per game. IV Food Store, proud to be a friend of Brookings High School and to support Bobcat athletic teams, fine arts programs, and student organizations. 4-0 Bobcats, 3:24 to go in the first quarter. Second free throw is good for Macy Even. 5-zip. Scoopers with the ball, Long in the backcourt. Passes left side. That's too long. And then down in the lane, they get it, and it's blocked out of bounds by Tess Burns as Addison Jolly went up for the shot. It was confusing Taylor Price for Avery Long. They're both in there, but now taking it out underneath after the block is going to be Williams. She gets it left side in the backcourt for Addie Kostler. Top of the key, they go for Price. Now left wing, a three up and no good for Williams. Williams gets her own board in the lane. Putback is blocked by Tess Burns, and she just kept it. Didn't bat it away, just kept it in her hand after the block, and then she's fouled. Although they called the foul on Tess Burns. She was smiling. She smiled at the bench. I thought thought that she got fouled, but she was just kind of laughing at the call against her because it didn't look like it was a foul.
She was straight up. And
Tori Williams to the line. She knocks down the first free throw. First point of the night for Sturgis. Macy Even sits down. It's Logan Smith quickly back in, up off the bench for the Bobcats. 3:05 to go in this first quarter. Second free throw is good for Williams. She's got the first 2 points of the night for Sturgis. Smith will bring it up, so face a little full court pressure. Passes over the defense, across the timeline to Ward, back to Smith in the backcourt. Back to Ward, left wing. Down in the corner, Sheridan thought about the three, hangs onto it. Dribbles, goes cross court, right wing to Smith. She dribbles in the lane. Kicks it left wing for Sheridan, a three, no good. Weak side rebound by Burns. Out top of the key for Smith. Smith dribbles into the lane, loses the ball, and we'll get a late blocking foul call. Looks like they got it right, just called it late. It's going to go against Sturgis's number 3, Taylor Price, her first. And that is the 4th of the half for Sturgis. Inbounding underneath, Kimber Buys, right side for Brookings. She's still holding, now goes in the backcourt, right wing for Ward. Ward against Price, dribbles into the lane, all the way to the basket. She'll be fouled on the drive. Got the scoop shot to go off the board, but she's going to be fouled by Taylor Price, who picks up 2 quick ones. Or is that 3?
Should be just Price's second.
Okay, they had it up there by the time I looked already. So they were just quick on it. Thought it was only 2. Flights Electric. They believe educational activities are an investment in our youth and are pleased to be a community partner of Brookings High School. Sheridan dribbles down the center of the lane. A runner from 10 feet, no good, short off the rim. Rebounded, is batted into the backcourt to Smith. To Ward, now in the lane for Burns. Burns takes a drop step with a dribble and puts it up and in off the board. 7-2 Bobcats. Inside 2.5 to play. Left elbow, it is Kostler, pulls up from 15 and knocks down the jumper as it rolls around and falls. 7-4. Bobcats with the lead in the ball. Dribbling to the right wing is Smith. She goes to Sheridan. Sheridan lobs it in for Burns, who takes it up, misses. Gets her own rebound, and the stick back is good for Tess Burns. A quick timeout from head coach Courtney Poole for Sturgis after the bucket, and we'll take it with them. Timeouts are always brought to you by Brookings Engraving in downtown Brookings. 60-second timeout. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Bobcats basketball, presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
We're committed to the producers and families that make our communities great. Dakota Banking, Insurance, Mortgage, and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing, Insurance and Trust on FDIC insured.
Out of the timeout, Sturgis goes full court off against pressure against the Bobcats, and they get it across the timeline to Long. They go left wing now for Ewing. Top of the key for Long. Back to Ewing on the left wing. She'll pump fake, dribbles, and goes top of the key for Dennis. Now right wing, that is Long. Top of the key for Ewing. She drops it in the lane for Kostler. She loses it, stolen away by Sheridan. Sheridan up on the other end. Bounces it right wing for Ward. Top of the key for Smith. Smith jab steps, dribbles down the right side of the lane. Bounce pass into the lane for Burns, rather. And she's too strong with the shot. Long with the rebound up ahead to Dennis. Now to Ewing on the left wing. In the lane for Kostler. Awkward runner for Kostler. Got the ball on the wrong foot and puts it up and in anyway. And it's 9-6. Quickly on the other end, Hamrick finds Burns in the lane. She's wide open and puts it up and in off the glass. 11-6, Bobcats approaching a minute to play here in the first. Pass in the backcourt, Long just threw it up. Burns steals it away. Smith now brings it across, bounces it right corner. 3 for Ward, no good. Weak side rebound is fought for and won by Tess. Burns out top of the key. Smith gonna hoist and hit from 3. 14-6 Bobcats. Under a minute to play in the first quarter.
Nice rebound by Burns. Like you said, you kind of ripped it right from him.
Tipped away in the backcourt by Ward, stolen by Sheridan. Sheridan dribbles into the lane on the other end, gets it tipped away from behind by Long, out of bounds. It stays with the Bobcats after the steal. Sheridan will sit down, back in, Macy even. Less than a second differential between the shot clock and the game clock here. The Bobcats can essentially play for one if they'd like. Even will inbound underneath. Gets it right wing for Smith. Thought about the three. Dribble. Step back three now from the wing. No good short. Long board in the lane. Grabbed by Long. She dribbles, loses it. Picking it up is Haugen. And now she gets it to Williams. Williams goes left wing for Dennis. Top of the key for Long. Back to Dennis on the left wing. There she goes right side for Williams. Williams dribbles after a pump fake. A runner from 10. No good. Short. Rebounded by Williams rather after the miss. And she puts it up and in off the board. 14-8. 3, 2. Baseball pass up ahead to Hamrick, who dribbles in the lane, puts it up and in just strong off the board. Had a good look over Haugen. Can't get it to go just before the buzzer. 14-8. Bobcats lead after one. And after the first quarter, it will be Sturgis ball to start the second quarter when we come back. You're listening to Bobcats basketball presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Bobcats basketball presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill. Moments away from the start of the second quarter. It will be a Sturgis ball. They trail to the Bobcats here. Inside Bob Jostad Gym, Brookings High School, 14-8. Tori Williams will start things off. She passes to Long. She's double teamed right side of the backcourt. She dribbles, still double teamed, and she's going to get bailed out with a foul call. Not saying the call was wrong, but she was in trouble back there. It's going to go against Hamrick. That'll be the first on Sophia.
And that's what the Bobcats do. It's such a good job of when they bring that trap. You're sitting almost near half court. So again, like you said, kind of having to know when to go for those steals so you're not fouling that far away from the hoop. But again, we saw in the first quarter causing multiple turnovers by the Scoopers.
Williams dribbles right baseline, pulls up from 15. She's going to be fouled on the jump shot and have a couple from the free throw line. That's going to be two quick ones on Sophia Hamrick. Third foul of the half for the Bobcats, but that one on the shot. So to the line goes Tori Williams, number 22, 5'4" freshman. She's got 4 points in the game, 50% of the points for Sturgis. She misses that free throw badly off the left side of the backcourt. Century 21 Krogman and Company backs all Bobcat athletics and activities. Let their team of agents be the home team advantage for all your real estate needs. Find them at century21brookings.com and go Bobcats. Second free throw for Williams is perfect. She corrected it. Whatever happened on that first one. 14-9 the score. Just underway in the second half. Breaking the press of the Bobcats. Right wing, Award bounces it right baseline for the Bergson. She dribbles into the lane. Cross court left wing pass for Smith. Top of the key to Sheridan. She'll swing it right side to Ward. Back to Sheridan, who dribbles in the lane, throws up a tough shot in traffic. No good, strong. Rebound on the putback. Will it count? It will. Sophia DeVergsten, a strong rebound and a strong putback. She got it to go, and she'll have a shot from the free throw line to try to finish off the old-fashioned three-point play. Bobcats have been strong offensive rebounding here in this first half. DeVergsten with her first bucket. She has two. She misses the free throw. It remains a 16-9 game. 7:15 to go in this first half. Dennis passes across the timeline to Williams. Right wing pass, long for three, no good. Weak side board grabbed by Smith, and she's going to be fouled. As that's going to be the seventh of the half on the Scooper, so we'll go to the other end and shoot the front end of a 1-on-1 at least. It's going to go against Rachel Banks, her first of the ball game. Her third, sorry. She has three?
She's got three.
How did that happen?
She picked up two.
I guess she was on the bench for a while. I guess I didn't pick up, and that was why. I'm a little slow. Sometimes I need help. Three. Not much difference between one and three, right? Just two. First free throw is good for Logan Smith. She is a good free throw shooter. She's above 70% on the year. She hits them both. She's just over 71% on the year, and averages 12 points per game and gets them both there. It's a 9-point game. Pass in the lane, stolen away by Smith. She went to pass it up ahead and nobody was looking for it. Dennis steals it right back. Pass right wing, an 18-footer. Rolls around and drops for Tori Williams. She's got 7, excuse me. Sheridan, free throw line. Dribbles down the right side of the lane, throws up a tough runner. She'll be fouled. Didn't get it to go, but she'll have 2 from the free throw line. She has yet to score on the night.
That was on 22, Williams. That was her second foul. Sheridan blocked, she too.
Price picks up Landry Haugen. No, it was Tori. Was it Tori Williams? Tori Williams picked up her second. And only saw 1-2 flash up,
So did I for a second.
but you put up 2 apparently. So it's on Tori Williams, her second. Sheridan, no good on either free throw. Rebounded by Sturgis. Up ahead on the other end is Addison Jolly. In the backcourt to Dennis. Dennis passes left wing for Keely Hakes into the game. Right wing pass now Williams. Williams dribbles, picks it up, goes in the backcourt for Hakes. Hakes passes left wing for Dennis. Dennis down in the corner now for Jolly. Jolly goes cross court to the backcourt for Williams. Left wing for Dennis, left open, can hoist a quick 3. Nothing but net. Sawyer Dennis, the 5'7" freshman, gets the bucket. Cuts it to 4, her first bucket of the ball game. Sheridan in the backcourt, passes right wing now for Even, loses control, regains it, goes top of the key for Sheridan, now right elbow for Tess Burns. She tried to go high-low, it's tipped out into the backcourt. Sheridan comes up with it, dribbles right down the center of the lane, a little runner from right in front of the bucket, goes off the backboard for Sheridan, 20-14. First bucket for Gracie Sheridan. Coming up on 5.5 to go. Pass in the backcourt by Dennis, stolen away by Smith. Quickly up on the other end, Smith gets the scoop shot to go on the steal. And the bucket on the other end.
And again, that's just, you have the trap by Sheridan and Macy almost at near half court. So when the scoopers try and make those long passes, we've seen multiple steals as we did there by Logan.
Hakes knocks down a deep 3 on the left wing. That was about a 24-footer. Nothing but net, her first bucket of the game. Cuts it to 5, 22-17. Left corner on the other end to Bergston. She dribbles onto the wing, pass in the backcourt for Smith. Right elbow pass for Burns. She goes cross-court left wing to Sheridan, who pump fakes and dribbles. Kicks it out in the backcourt. Smith has it, but she has it stolen away by Dennis. Dennis now goes to Hakes, left wing. Top of the key for Williams. She swings it right side for Dennis. Top of the key. Hakes going to put up another deep 3. Left that one short, maybe just drew iron. That's an awkward shot, but she hit the first one.
One-handed almost.
Yeah, she kind of sets it on one hand and lets it fly. That one didn't go. The one before was perfect. That one was even deeper, I believe. From straight away, pass in the backcourt, stolen and saved. As she was going to the floor, it was Hakes. She gets it to her teammate, Jolly. Jolly dribbles up, passes right wing, tipped and stolen by Gracie Sheridan. And the Bobcats have it back. Sheridan up the left side. She loses it in the backcourt, regains possession. Goes right elbow for Burns. Burns faces up, goes back left side for Sheridan on the wing. Sheridan dribbles, goes in the corner for DeVergston. DeVergston, pass out to Even. Right side pass for Smith, almost stolen by Dennis. Smith goes top of the key for Sheridan. Sheridan dribbles in the lane, loses the ball, passes right wing for Smith. Smith goes cross court left wing for DeVergston. He drops it in for Even. Even, a turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded by Burns and put back again. Another offensive board by the Bobcats. And they've got another easy bucket. Timeout on the floor. I believe that was taken by Brookings. And it's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Timeout's always brought to you by Brookings Engraving in downtown Brookings. And the Bobcats have been big on the offensive boards tonight, Alec.
Yeah, 10 so far here with still time left in the second quarter. So again, done a very good job of getting those offensive rebounds. Burns has 4 herself. At the same time, Sturgis has 5 offensive rebounds, and we've seen that kind of all year with the Bobcats. Anytime they're in this 2-3 zone, we've talked about it and we've seen it. It's so hard. It's much harder to, you're not really assigned a girl to box out. You've got your designated area. So again, Sturgis themselves 5 offensive rebounds, but Brookings with 10 so far in the first half, and there's still 3:51 left to go.
I want to say thanks to 3M Brookings. They're pleased to be a community partner of Brookings High School, dedicated to science and exploration. 3M Brookings works to improve your everyday life life and ensures you are never more than 10 feet away from 3M technology. Good luck, Bobcats. Sawyer Dennis across the timeline, pass the right side to Long. Her pass is tipped away. Long comes up with a loose ball to Dennis. Pass in the left wing is swarmed and stolen by Sheridan. If she didn't get it, Tess Burns would have. Up ahead to Ward. Ward passes left corner for Buys. Left wing pass for Hamrick. Hamrick dribbles, goes right wing for Sheridan. Sheridan looked to throw it inside and tried to hold on to it, loses control of it. It's stolen by Callie Ewing. Now Dennis brings it across the timeline, right side on the backcourt for Long. Down in the corner for Haugen. Haugen goes cross court left wing for Ewing. She'll dribble, backs off down to the wing, goes in the lane, and it's for Dennis. Excuse me, that was number 32 in the lane, Novali Dinkins, and she tried to pass it down low, and it's out of bounds back over to the Bobcats. Dinkins just into the game. Bobcats get it back. 3:07 to go here in the first half. It is 24-17 Brookings. Back in for the Scoopers, Tori Williams. Sitting down is Dennis. 3 minutes to go here. In the backcourt, it is Logan Smith. She gets a pick from Hamrick, dribbles top of the key. Pass right side for Hamrick. Hamrick dribbles, goes back to Smith, top of the key. She'll dribble to the right wing and pass in the corner for Hamrick. Hamrick dribbles baseline. She's going to be bumped on the drive by Avery Long. That'll be the second on Long.
Student foul on 23, Avery Long. That was her first foul.
That's the first. They're putting it up before the official call. That's what's throwing me off on the board up there. That's the 9th foul of the half for the Scoopers, though. So 1-1 for Hamrick, and she knocks down the first one. It's 25-17. Hamrick now with 3 on the night. 51% free throw shooter, missed her first 2 attempts, and knocks down these 2. Backer, about right at her season average, just below it. On the other end, Ewing, pass in the backcourt is tipped, finds its way to Long in the backcourt. Left wing pass now, Williams. She's going to face up and shoot a 3 and rolls it in. Cuts it to 20. 10 for Williams in the first half. Inside 2.5 to play. Hammer dribbles in, lobs it for Burns. Burns dribbles, gets it tipped away, and now tipped out of bounds on the near sideline. It's going to stay with Brookings. She had 3 defenders on her, tried to dribble. Hamrick been inbound in the backcourt for Smith. 25 on the shot clock. Right wing pass now, Hamrick. Hamrick dribbles, goes to Burns in the backcourt. Left side, Ward. Ward goes, top of the key. Smith going to hoist from 23, no good short. Rebounded in the middle of the lane by Haugen. We're going to get a whistle and a foul on Tess Burns. That'll be second on Tess, I believe. Unless they already had it up there as soon as the whistle came again. That is 2 on Tess now. Williams, that is, will bring it up for Sturgis. Passes left side to Long. She'll dribble through the circle. Pass right wing for Ewing. Ewing in the lane. And it's stolen away by Ward, who gets it tipped and stolen back by Williams. It got tipped in the lane by Dinkins. Now left wing Long goes right side on the wing all the way to Ewing. Back to Long on the left wing. Cross-court passes back and forth. Ewing dribbles, is in trouble now. Leaves on the baseline for Haugen. She goes in the lane for Dinkins, who dribbles, loses the ball on the way up, off her knee, and back over to Brookings. Bobcats will get it back. Macy even back in. Sitting down will be Kimber Buys for the Bobcats. It is Smith, Ward, Even, DeVergston, and Hamrick on the floor for Brookings. Ward will bring it across. Passes top of the key for Hamrick. She dribbles, spins to the right side of the lane, pass on the wing for Smith. Smith dribbles into the front court, gets it tipped away on the way up by Long, loses the ball. Coming away with it is Tori Williams on the other end, all the way through the center of the lane, and got through the defenders. Just the sea parted for her. Misses the shot, though, and on the rebound we'll get a tie-up call. It's going to go back over to Brookings. Oh, no. Hold on, they said the arrow is in favor of Brookings. Okay, somebody from Sturgis almost took it out, and the ref looked like he was going to let her. Sawyer Dennis was like, I'll give it a shot.
Exactly.
See if we can get away with this.
Doesn't hurt to try.
Bobcats get it back. Inside 1.5 minutes to play here in this first half. Smith will cross at center court. Directing traffic now, telling Even to get to the other side of the floor. Right side, Sheridan. Sheridan dribbles, they weave. She gives to Hamrick. Hamrick dribbles down the right side of the lane. We're going to get a foul away from the ball. And we'll await the official call. It is going to go against
DeVergston.
Sheridan.
Oh, was it on Gracie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Judge, I thought it was going to go against DeVergston the way she reacted, but they call it on Sheridan.
Two got.
So that's the
Landry
first one.
Haugen got an elbow to the face from Hamrick. Incidental, it was Hamrick drove to the basket, but the foul had already been called on Sheridan, but she took an elbow to the eye, it looks like. A lot
Hopefully
of
she'll
blood.
be all right. Some blood coming out.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Hopefully she's okay. They're taking a look at her at the end of the bench here. Hopefully she won't need stitches or anything. Minute 5 to play here. Williams brings it across the timeline, passes to Dennis near half court. She's double teamed. Dribbles, still double teamed, pass to the backcourt. Tipped by Even, stolen by Buys. Pass up ahead, intended for Even. She didn't know where it was going, and it's stolen away by Dennis. Quickly on the other end, right side, a 17-footer up and no good for Jolly. Smith with the rebound. Baseball pass up ahead is face guard tipped away by Williams. Stays with the Bobcats, but heads up defense by Tori Williams.
And again, Brookings has done such a good job forcing the turnovers, but then again, I think their offense is moving too quick, and then we've seen them turn it over just the very next play. So again, nice pass there, missed layup by Hamrick. But if they could slow it down on those turnovers, I think they could build on this 6-point lead.
Buys got it in to Hamrick. She couldn't make it. Williams on the other end in the lane. Too strong on the shot. May have gotten tipped on the way up, and Buys comes up with a loose ball. Now Smith has it. 30 seconds to play. Looks like there's more time left on the game clock than the shot clock. Even drives down the lane. Too strong on the shot off the board. Rebounded by Dinkins. She goes up ahead for Jolly. Jolly loses it. Kicked off the foot of Logan Smith. It's going to stay with Sturgis. They call it a little bit late, but finally got a call. I want to say thanks to Century Business Products and Kyocera, your winning combo for the best copiers and printers in the area and proud supporters of Brookings Bobcat Athletics. Go to CBP now and see how they are powering business technology.
You ever seen that before? Or did you see Kimber just kick it up to herself?
Was that Kimber?
It was
that
Kimber,
kicked it?
yeah.
Okay.
So it was coming her way, and it was one of those
Soccer
kind of
kick?
soccer. She just straight up kicked it up to herself and took it. And then even the ref was like, I don't know what you're doing. I got to call that. But
Dinkins loses it. Smith now gets it, goes up ahead for Even. Even all the way in the lane. Wild shot. She may have taken some contact. No good on the shot. And the ball saved in just before the buzzer by Tori Williams. We'll go to halftime. Wild first half here inside Bob Joe Stead Gym. The Bobcats take in a 6-point lead at the half. We'll take a 4-minute break. We'll have some stats for you with Alec Johnson from the first half when we come back. You're listening to Bobcats basketball presented by Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Madison Avenue Dance Studios' competitive 10 team as they perform their jazz routine to Cupcake Social Club. These dancers recently took first place at the Valentine's Classic competition in Sioux Falls. The next competition will be in Brookings in March. Good luck, dancers. team. Best of luck with your remaining competitions.
Is Logan Smith. She's got 9 so far on the night, not far behind her. Is Tess Burns. She has 8, so 17 between the two. Some other scorers for the Bobcats. Sophia Hamrick has 4, Gracie Sheridan has 2, Sophia Bergston has 2, and Macy Egan has a free throw for a point. So again, 6 total scorers for their 26 total points. For the Scoopers, they've got 4 scorers, and half of their 20 points has came from Tori Wilson. She's got 10. She's 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. She's hit all 3 of the Scoopers' free throws as well. She's 3 of 4 from the line. So Tori Williams with 10 points on the night. Some other scorers for the Scoopers. Addie Kostler has 4, Keely Hakes has 3, and Sawyer Dennis has 3 as well. Brookings, again, 10 of 30, a lot of shot attempts there in the first half, and a lot of that has come from, they forced 18 turnovers from the Scoopers. So again, when you're forcing that many turnovers and you're getting that many extra possessions, again, you're able to get that many more shots up. So 30 field goal attempts in the first half, 10 of 30, only 1 of 7 from beyond the arc, that lone 3 coming from Logan Smith, 5 of 11 from the free throw line as well. So done a good job of getting to the charity stripe. Now they just got to do a little better job of making those free throws, only 46%. I know Coach McClagan probably wants that number a little higher. The Scoopers, they're 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. They finally started to get it going there in the second quarter. They're also 3 of 4 from the free throw line. The biggest thing for them is just those turnovers. Again, 18 of them, way too many in the first half. So again, a lot of those have come from when Brookings is in that 2-3 zone and they're causing that trap closer to half court. We've seen again the Scoopers just kind of make those long passes. Brookings has been able to get 8 steals from that, but at the same time Brookings has to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. They've got 11 turnovers themselves. So again, when you're able to force 18 of them, but you also have 11, and this could be anywhere from a double-digit ball game. Brookings can take care of the basketball a little better here in the second half. Nonetheless, they've got to be happy with this 6-point lead here in the first half.
Halftime 26-20, and I think a big part of the reason the Bobcats have that 3-score lead is the offensive rebounds. They've got 11 offensive rebounds in the first half and led the points.
And that's been another big thing too. Yeah, 11 offensive rebounds. And again, this is another strong suit of Brookings. They're not outsized in this game. The first, according to the depth chart, the only one listed for both teams at 6 feet. And again, you've got Tess Burns, who's at 5'10". So those two themselves have done a really nice job down low. Again, Tess Burns with 4 offensive rebounds herself. When you look at the Scoopers, they've got Banks coming in at 5'9", Dennis at 5'7". They've had a couple other girls, Kostler at 5'7", they just don't really have that size advantage that Brookings does. So yeah, when you're able to get 11 offensive rebounds and just gives your team second, third chance opportunities to score. Hence, and we've seen that tonight with Brookings having 30 field goal attempts here in the first half alone.
All right, we'll take one more break. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with the second half. To start the second half, it will be Sturgis ball when we come back. Again, a 2-minute break. We'll be back. You're listening to Bobcats basketball presented by Covey Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
Starting the second half of the Scoopers, number 2, Andrew Alba, number 1, Calvin Ewing, number 22, Tori Williams, 33, Sawyer Thomas, number 40, Rachel Banks. And for the Bobcats, number 4, Gracie Sheridan, number 12, Sophia Hammer, 22, Morgan Smith, number 24, Macy Even, and number 44, Sophia Bergstrom.
Away from getting started here. Sturgis ball. They'll be going left to right from our vantage point here in the press box in the second half, and they've got it inbounds to Ewing down in the corner. Williams, a quick three, left it short, no good, and the rebound comes down to Smith. Up ahead now to Hamrick. Back to Smith in the backcourt. She'll pass right wing for Sheridan. Sheridan passes top of the key for Hamrick. She dribbles right elbow. Leaves on the wing now for Smith. Smith in the lane through 3 defenders and gets the shot to roll in off the side of the rim after the backboard. It's the first bucket of the second half for the Bobcats. They score on their first possession of the second half, just like they scored on their first possession of the ball game. Right wing now, Ewing. She goes top of the key for Dennis. Right corner now for Haugen. Haugen bosses it in for Banks. Banks dribbles and step removed. She's going to get the ball blocked, but also going to be fouled on the shot by DeVergston. That'll be her first foul of the ball game, but it's on the shot. Which is the first foul of the second half for either team. Banks is going to be going to the line to shoot a couple. Unfortunately, Banks had to sit a lot in that first half with those 3 fouls, so she has not scored yet. The lefty at the line knocks down the first free throw. I want to say thanks to Avera Medical. They provide state-of-the-art medical care through highly trained physicians, experienced professional staff, and access to the entire Avera system. 28-21, Bobcats. Second free throw is good for Banks as well. Her first points of the night. Cuts it to 6. A little full court pressure here. Smith right side. Passes over a double team to Sheridan. Sheridan brings it across the timeline. Pass right wing for Smith. She'll go cross court left wing for Even. She'll pump fake. Dribbles into the lane and fakes the pass and travels. Got the shot to go. I didn't know if they were going to call a foul or a travel.
I thought
something
she
interrupted her on the
bumped
way.
exactly when she came to that jump stop, but
the turnover back to the Scoopers.
and again, nice move by Even. She does such a good job of taking that extra, almost Euro-like step. She's really good at it, but right there, just foot came down a little too soon on the third and travel nonetheless.
Get it in the lane for Ewing. That's Haugen. She dribbles and puts it up and in off the board as she created just enough distance between herself and Sophia DeVergston. She'll cut it to 4. First bucket of the night for Haugen. Left wing even, into the lane again, almost a carbon copy of the previous possession. This one she gets to go, and she's fouled. She learned her lesson on the previous possession, whatever it was, and makes it work for her this time. It's going to go against Banks again. That's her fourth. She's probably going to have to sit down again for a bit. I don't see anybody up for her just yet. I think Coach Poole was just alerted to the fact that that's 4. Now coming in is going to be Dinkins. And free throw, no good, rebounded. And that's going to be taken by Long. She lets it clear and brings it up now. Pass right side for Williams. Williams in the lane, Euro step, her runner is going to go in traffic. Somehow she got it to go, and it's going to count. And she'll have stepped to the line to shoot a free throw. No idea how she got that even off.
Looked like she just almost threw it.
That's Eddie Kostler coming in, excuse me.
Just kind of threw it towards the hoop, banked it in like it was no problem.
Free throw for Williams is no good, rebounded by Tess Burns. Burns gets it to Smith. 4-point lead for the Bobcats, and they've got the ball. Smith picks up the dribble, goes across the timeline now to Even. Even dribbles on the wing, goes left baseline for Hamrick, who bounces it in the lane. Dangerous pass across the lane, and it's going to be tipped away by Williams, and then bouncing off the chest of Sheridan back over to Sturgis. Dennis will bring it up. Sawyer Dennis. Pass in the backcourt. She gets it right side for Williams. Pass is tipped away by Sheridan, but Dennis comes back up with it. Dribbles around a double team. Pass in the corner. Ewing for 3. She knocks it down. Callie Ewing puts it to 1 with her first bucket of the night. 30-29. We've got 5:40 to go here in the third quarter. Even dribbles baseline, throws up a runner, no good. She's going to be fouled, though, as Macy Even has been aggressive here early in the second half. I say thanks to Avera Orthopedics. Step up your game with Avera Orthopedics, the official sports medicine provider for Brookings High School Athletics. Experts support your every move with technology, orthopedic care, and sports medicine. Make your move to Avera Orthopedics. Visit avera.org/orthopedics to learn more. Timeout on the floor. Just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Timeout's always brought to you by Brookings Engraving in downtown Brookings. Macy Even is really, I don't know if they talked about it with her in the locker room at halftime or if she just took it upon herself, but she is taking it into the lane hard the second half.
Yeah, done a really good job of it. And again, this will be her fourth and fifth fourth and fifth free throw attempts. But yeah, like you said, just done a really good job of getting around her defender and just going right at him. Refs have done a fairly good job tonight of just calling it, again, both ways. Both teams have gotten to the free throw line plenty of times. 12 for Brookings, 7 for Sturgis. So again, Macy's not afraid to go and lean, get into the contact as we saw here on the last drive. So expect to see her continue to do that here in the second half.
She missed the first free throw. Again, a 50% free throw shooter on the season, averaging just under 5 points per game. Trying to make it a 2-point lead. She misses them both. Rebounded by Kostler. Dennis presses it up left side. She gets it to Ewing. Ewing dribbles, loses the ball, and takes an extra step as she tries to regather it. She'll travel and give it right back to Brookings. Say thanks to First Bank and Trust. They're a proud sponsor of Bobcat Arts and Athletic Programs because they believe everyone should play hard and bank easy. Visit any of their 4 Brookings locations. Inside 5.5 now to play in the third. Logan Smith brings it up for the Bobcats. Pass left side of the backcourt for Sheridan. Sheridan dribbles, passes now for Ward. She'll swing it right wing for Smith. Smith dribbles off a pick, pulls up from the right wing on 3, no good, rolls off, rebound batted, now grabbed by Kostler. Passes it to Dennis as she goes to the floor, does Kostler. Pass up across the timeline to Williams. She goes cross court to Long on the wing. Left side, now top of the key for Dennis, right side, Williams. Williams dribbles, bounces it in the corner for Haugen. Haugen goes in the backcourt, tipped away by Ward, but Dennis comes up with a loose ball. They're going to get a foul call against Amari Ward. Looks like she got the ball clean. There's no turnover.
No, was it on the after? So, like you said, I thought it was tipped, but maybe it was
afterwards.
Went for the.
Yeah, I was keeping an eye on the ball as well. It could have been. First on Ward, third of the half for the Bobcats. Top of the key, Williams. She passes right side now on the wing. That is Long. Top of the key for Dennis. Back to Long on the wing. Long looks inside. Nothing there. Goes down in the corner for Haugen. Haugen goes on the wing for Long. Top of the key for Williams. She'll dribble. Euro step. 14-foot runner. No good. Rebound batted into the backcourt. Tracked down by Sheridan. She'll let it clear and bring it up now. Inside 4.5 to play in the third. Right wing pass, Hamrick. She gets a pick, dribbles down the left side of the lane, and gets the ball tipped away, and now tipped in the backcourt and taken away by Long, and she's going to be fouled by Ward, who tried to steal it back away. She didn't like the call. I thought it was the right one. And stepped in and gave her a little forearm to get the ball. Sometimes when you're hyper aggressive like Amari Ward, you don't realize when there's contact happening.
Yep.
I think that's what happened there. And then she'd be surprised to watch the video on that one. Fourth foul of the half for the Bobcats, second on Ward. Right wing Williams, top of the key for Long. Long looks inside, can't find anything. Left wing pass for Dennis. Top of the key now, Williams. She's going to hoist a deep three. Left it short, no good, off the front of the rim. Smith with a rebound. She presses up left side for Ward. Ward takes it in the lane against some defense and gets the contact. She'll go to the line to shoot a couple as she drew the blocking foul against Williams. So Tori Williams picks up the foul. 3:56 to go here in the third quarter. It's going to be 3 on Williams. Amari Ward steps to the line. 55% free throw shooter on the year, averages just about 3.5 points per game. It's the first free throw, makes it a 2-point ball game. I want to say thanks to Hy-Vee Food Store. They're proud to be a friend of Brookings High School and to support Bobcat athletic teams, fine arts programs, and student organizations. Ward's second free throw is no good, short. Rebound batted off the bottom of the rim and taken by Burns. Put back no good. She gets her own rebound again, throws it into the backcourt, and it's tracked down after it passes half court by Sophia Hamrick, over and back. And then the ball will transfer back over to the Scoopers.
And again, those offensive rebounds right there, you could see Tess was just frustrated with herself missing that first one. So not a terrible decision by her to just kind of clear it out, slow things down, and she just happened to throw it right past everybody all the way down. And now Sturgis actually gets it underneath their hoop with, where Hamrick picked it up for the over and back.
Long will inbound, right side underneath, goes in the corner, tried to go in the corner, tipped away, almost stolen by Hamrick. She got her hand on it twice, but couldn't keep it in bounds. Stays with Sturgis. Now they'll move it over to the left side for this inbound pass. Long. She looks in, goes on the wing, and Kostler puts up a 15-footer. Tried to bank it in, no good. Rebounded by Smith. Up ahead across the timeline to Hamrick. Dribbles into the front court, got all the way to the basket. Somehow split defenders on the wing and gets to the bucket and lays it in for an easy 2. It's 33-29. 6 now in the night for Hamrick. In the backcourt, it is Price. She passes right side for Dennis, top of the key for Long. Back to Dennis on the wing. Dennis, top of the key pass for Price. She'll swing it left wing for Long. Long looks inside, thought about the deep three, goes in the corner now for Jolly. Jolly gets it in the lane for Kostler. Turnaround jumper from 10, no good for Kostler. Rebound out on the right corner is going to be tipped away from Hamrick by Jolly. And we'll go over to the Bobcats. Macy even checking in. Sophia Hamrick sitting down. Sitting down for the Scoopers is going to be Dennis. And back in is... Who came back in for the Scoopers? I'm just going to have to do some deductive reasoning here once I see enough jerseys. Tori Williams came back in. Left wing pass for Amari Ward. Dangerous when I have to get to the deductive reasoning. Never know what's going to happen. Pass in the lane for Burns. She had good position. Her turnaround jumper is no good, but she's hacked on the shot. She'll go to the line and shoot a couple. And it's going to go against Long. Avery Long picks up her second. Fourth of the half for the Scoopers with that one on the shot. So Burns at the line. Tess has 8 points on the night and misses that first free throw. I want to say thanks to Kleitz Electric. They believe educational activities are an investment in our youth, and they're pleased to be a community partner of Brookings High School. Tess's second free throw rolls around and drops. Makes it a 5-point game, 34-29. Inside 3 to play in the third. Williams, right side of the backcourt. Double team near the hash. And she is going to get a timeout from her coach, who didn't like the position there. Taking a full timeout on the court. We'll take it with them. 2:43 to go in the third. 34-29 Bobcats. Sturgis ball when we come back. Timeout's always brought to you by Brookings Engraving. You're listening to Bobcats basketball on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Just ball, they'll have it on the far sideline. 34-29 Bobcats. 28 on the shot clock for Sturgis. They'll have it on the near sideline, excuse me. And get it into Price. Price dribbles to the right hash, picks it up, dangerous pass, and just off the back of a defender even, and picking it up is Williams. She dribbles in the lane, a runner from 8 feet, no good, left it short, airballed, it's saved in by Haugen, left wing, shot from 14, no good for Kostler, and the rebound saved in by Ward, tipped around in the backcourt, now grabbed by Price, and Sturgis still has it. Williams top of the key, right side to Price, top of the key Kostler, she'll pass right wing, and Dinkins for 3, that one-headed shot, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Haugen, and the putback is good for Sturgis. That was Keely Hakes on the 3, excuse me, who missed it. And one-handed look.
That's crazy.
She's accurate with it, though.
Yeah, I mean, that one was in and out, but just watching that follow through and the one-handed, but hey, whatever works.
Unconventional,
Yeah.
for sure. Sheridan dribbles right baseline, all the way to the basket, no good on the shot. Rebounded by Price. She'll dribble it up left side now for Sturgis. Price presses up in the lane for Haugen, faces up, and gets tipped on the way up, and then blocked by Burns. I think Smith got a hand on it first.
Burns just kind of said, I'll take that.
Even left wing, now goes in the corner for Sheridan. A 3, no good. Rebound comes back to the near side baseline, grabbed by Williams. She's going to be fouled as she dribbled up to the other end. It's going to go against Sheridan, and that'll be her second. 5th of the half for the Bobcats. So one more to give before they're in the bonus. Just over a minute and a half to play in this third. Sitting down, Macy Even and Tess Burns for the Bobcats. Back in are Sophia Hamrick and Amari Ward. Kimber Buys, rather. Ward was already in there. So inbounding is going to be Dennis. She gets it into Williams. Pass to Dennis on the left wing. Dennis goes top of the key for Williams. Back to Dennis on the left wing. Work that side of the floor. Go to Haugen. She bounces it in. And Kostler, turnaround jumper above the left block. No good. Rebound on the weak side. Grab by Schmidt. She dribbles. Now passes up into the front court for Hamrick, who dribbled. Pass in the lane. Kicked right back at her. Hamrick then dribbles back toward the basket. And she'll be fouled as she went up for the shot. She'll have 2 free throws coming up. Not sure how that ball ended up back in Hamrick's hand. She bounced it in for Sophia DeBergston. And it just shot right back at her. Hamrick at the stripe. She's got 6 on the night. And to stretch a 3-point lead. First free throw rolls around and drops for Sophia Hamrick. Say thanks to Century 21 Krogman and Company. They back all Bobcat athletics and activities. Let their agents be the home team advantage for all your real estate needs. Find them at century21brookings.com and go Bobcats. And the second free throw, no good for Hamrick. Rebounded by Ewing. Now Dennis will bring it across the timeline. A 4-point lead, inside a minute to go here in the third quarter. Double dribble in the backcourt by Dennis, who lost the ball and dribbled again. And gives it back over to the Bobcats with 57 seconds to go in the third quarter. Smith will start things off for the Bobcats here. She dribbles, pass right wing on the hash now for Ward. Ward going to dribble to the elbow. Pass top of the key for Smith. She'll dribble down the right side of the lane. Takes it up against several defenders. She'll be fouled. Bobcats' aggressiveness in the second half has really been paying off with points or trips to the free throw line. Williams picks up her 4th. She looks over to her coach, Courtney Poole, and holds up 4. Hey, that's 4. Don't usually see players asking to be taken out of the game, but she's being smart. It's a smart call. She's going to sit down. Sitting down, or rather joining her teammates back out on the floor is Avery Long. Free throws are good for Smith. 37-31. Dennis is going to bring the ball up. An 11-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Top of the key left open. Ewing going to hoist a 3, no good. Long rebound on the left baseline. And we get a foul as Buys was on the way for the Bobcats, trying to come up with the ball, as Ewing was also headed that way. They're going to call it on Kimber Buys.
Yeah. It looked like they were both just, both seemed to just be going for it on loose ball. I mean,
looked like Kimber got the brunt of it. They both went to the floor, but it's called on Kimber, her first. And a pass inbounds, tipped out of bounds by Amari Ward. That was the 6th foul of the half for the Bobcats, by the way. Both teams with 6 already. 33.1 seconds to play in this third quarter. Scott to inbound, far sideline. 2 players go back to the floor again. It was incidental. It's like Kelly Ewing might be a little hobbled. Right wing long. And we're going to get a foul away from the ball. Is it going to go on Sheridan again?
No, that one's on Amari. She was
Okay. Sheridan
ran through the
reacted like they
no,
were
yeah.
calling it on her, so I was like, what's going on here?
no, it was a good screen. It was Dinkins setting the screen. Amari just such a physical athlete. I mean, she's not one that's going to go on top of the screen. I mean, she's going to go right through it. That one, she just went through it with a little extra force. So
that's her third. Again, now the 7th foul of the half of the Bobcats, so 1 and 1. And free throw is good for Navali Dinkins. The subs for Brookings. This is coming in, so it's going to be Even, Smith, Ward, Burns, and Buys on the floor. For Sturgis, it is Price, Dinkins, Long, Dennis, and Haugen. Second free throw rolls around and comes off the rim, no good, and it's tipped out of bounds on the near sideline. Last touch, they say, by Sawyer Dennis, much to her dismay.
she didn't agree with it.
I don't think she did. You read
How
body
many
language well.
times do players agree with the refs? I've noticed.
It does go back over
It
to
just
Brookings. Shot clock is off. Smith pass right wing for Even. Even goes in the lane for Ward, off the hand of Ward. A little too much on that pass. And Dennis comes away with it. 10 seconds to play here in the third. She calls out the play, and we're going to get an offensive foul call on the pick. It's going to go against Long. That'll be her third. And we'll head to the other end. That was a bit of a touchy call out top.
Right when he blew it, I thought it was going to go on Amari again getting through. I think she had learned her lesson the previous time, so when he called the illegal screw, it was
Pass in bounds, almost stolen away by Haugen. It's tipped out of bounds. It stays with the Bobcats. So Ward will inbound again on the far sideline. She looks in. We go to Even. Even 4, 3. Back to Ward. Ward dribbles. A runner from straight away, 19 feet, foot on the line. And it's going to be off the backboard, well off the mark. And we'll go to the fourth quarter. 5-point lead for Brookings, 37-32. Start the fourth quarter. It will be Brookings ball when we come back. You're listening to Bobcats basketball, presented by Cubby Sports Bar and Grill on the Brookings Radio Sports Network. Smith goes cross court left wing now for Buys. Buys dribbles toward the top of the key, pass right wing for Smith. Smith jab steps left, drives right into the right block area, pass across the lane, tipped out of bounds. We're going to say last touch by Buys, even though Long tipped it away. And we say it deflected off the finger of keeper Buys. Full court pressure now by the Bobcats. Will be inbounded by Haugen. She gets it into Dennis. Dennis passes over the double team out ahead to Price. Price across the timeline. Into the front court. Drops it across the lane. Finds her teammate Kostler as Ward went for the steal and missed. Kostler had an easy bucket. That cuts it to 3. 6 now for Kostler on the night. 37-34, Bobcats with the lead in the ball. Ward in the backcourt. Crosses over to the left elbow, leaves it left corner for Buys. She'll pump fake, dribbles into the lane, passes top of the key for Smith. Smith jab stepped and drugged her pivot foot, travels and gives it back over to the Scoopers. Scoopers can cut it to one or tie on this possession. Bobcats have led from the beginning of the game.
Scooper's done a much better job as well. Again, controlling those turnovers. 18 in the first half, 23 right now in total. So only 5 second half turnovers. Brookings with 8 so far. And you can just see the difference it makes when you're giving Sturgis so many extra shots with those turnovers.
Shot no good. Rebound in the lane. It's batted around. Ends up with Kostler left baseline. 7-footer no good. Kostler gets another offensive rebound and loses the ball. She's going to be fouled and was in traffic. And I think she may have gotten stepped on. It was incidental. And Macy Even was standing right over her and then falls over her as she lost her footing. They've gotten a shoe to the face there. Falling in the lane is dangerous business. There's no doubt about that. Looks like she's going to be all right. Going to walk it off. Catching her breath. She's going to go to the line to shoot a couple. Holding each side of her face. May have gotten one in the jaw. Looks like she'll be all right, though, and shake it off. More than a couple of physical plays in this ball game. Kostler's free throw is no good. It remains a 3-point game. I'll say thanks to 3M Brookings. They're pleased to be a community partner of Brookings High School, dedicated to science and exploration. 3M Brookings works to improve your everyday life and ensures you are never more than 10 feet away from 3M technology. Good luck, Bobcats. Second free throw for Kostler is good. Makes it a 2-point game. Just under 7 to play here in this one. Sheridan brings it back across for the Bobcats. Dribbles to the right side and hands off for Smith. Smith dribbles top of the key, goes down in the corner. It's tipped away, intended for Hamrick. Long got a hand on it. It goes out of bounds, stays with the Bobcats. 6:41 to go in this ball game. 37-35 Brookings. They've got the ball. Scoopers have fought their way to within a score here. Down the right side of the lane goes Smith. Runner, no good. Weak side board grabbed by Price. She'll dribble it up right side. Guarded by Ward. Ward, she just saw that one coming. She was trailing, and was right next to the dribbler Price all the way up the court, bodying her up. Kind of let her get away with it for a short time, but at some point it became too much.
And this is where Brookings has to just slow things down. Momentum is fully on the Scoopers side. Like you said, they fought their way back. 2-point game right now. A chance to tie it up at the free throw line. They're in the bonus as well for the rest of the fourth quarter. So if you can make your free throws as Price connects on the first, and we've seen Sturgis do a really good job from the free throw line. They're 8 of 12. So I mean 67% chance to tie it up here. Momentum fully on the Scoopers side. Brookings needs to get a bucket here, or at least slow it down. It's going to send Even to the line, so that'll be nice. Slow it down and see if she can connect.
Price made the first one, missed the second one, and Even rebounded it. Price fouls her. That was the first point of the night for Price. Third foul, by the way, on Taylor Price. And as Alec mentioned, they'll go to the line. That's the 8th foul of the half for Sturgis. Kimber Buys checks back in. Sitting down is going to be Logan Smith. Macy Even to the line. She's got 3 points on the night. Go along with 3 rebounds. First free throw is good. Big one for the Bobcats. It makes it a 2-point game once again. Can make it 3 if Even hits her second free throw. Dennis sits down for Sturgis. And back in is Landry Haugen. Even second free throw. In and out. Back in off the board. 3-point game. 6:20 and counting to go here. Left wing double teamed is Haugen. That was Ewing. She gets it in for Kostler. Turnaround jumper, no good. Weak side board tipped and now grabbed by Long. Out top of the key for Ewing. She dribbles into the elbow, passes to Kostler. Left side, cross-court pass, right side, tipped away and stolen by Hamrick. She dribbles it up, gets it tipped away. Now she'll be fouled. No, they're going to say she fouled.
Hamrick fouled. Yeah.
She lost the ball and then pushed off against Price, so Hamrick's going to pick up the foul. It's an offensive foul. Is it technically an offensive foul? Might have been a loose ball foul. I think the refs are talking about that right now. Should it be a 1-and-1 free throw?
Looks like it will, and it'll be double
bonus because they've got 10 fouls in the game now. Good job by the refs getting together, and I think they got that right. Offensive foul would not lead to free throws.
Yep, and that's what they're talking about.
There's a loose ball foul, so that will be free throws. Coach McClagan, like, what's going on here? I need an explanation. I think you'll be given one. Whether or not he's satisfied with it looks like he is. He's being reasonable. Sometimes coaches are not in the heat of the moment. First free throw is good for Price. She's now got the Scoopers back to within 2. That's her second point of the night. She went 1 for 2 on the previous trip. And she hits them both this time. It is a 1-point ball game. And we're going to need a whistle. And some subs coming in. Logan Smith checks in for Kimber Buys. And for the Scooper sitting down, Callie Ewing. Replacing her is going to be Sawyer Dennis. Smith will bring it up for the Bobcats. Coming up on 6 to play in the fourth quarter. A 1-point game. Bobcats with the lead in the ball. Right wing pass Sheridan. In the backcourt Burns. She'll swing it left wing for Buys. Excuse me, that's Hammer. Top of the key for Smith. She'll dribble down the right side of the lane. Runner in and out, no good. Rebound batted by Burns. Right at Kostler, who was standing on the end line. And it stays with the Bobcats. They'll get a fresh 35.
And we've seen Logan do such a good job of that tonight, going baseline to the right, just not able to connect on those layups. With 4 of 11 from the field, so you know she's going to keep attacking as she does there and makes it. So you like to see that aggressiveness from Logan.
Even gets it inbounds to Smith. Turnaround jumper rolls around and drops for Logan. She's got 15. And it's a 3-point lead for the Bobcats. Right corner, 19-footer for Haugen. No good, strong. Weak side board grabbed by Hammer. She'll dribble it up right side, all the way to the other end, into the lane. Gets it stolen away by Long, who gets it out to Dennis. Coach Poole yelling out instructions from the bench here.
And that right there is one where Brookings just has to slow it down. You get the turnover, or you get the rebound, you're up 3, momentum's been on Sturgis' side. The last thing you need to do is push it right there, as we saw Hamrick just lose it and give it back to the Scoopers.
Right wing, Price for 3, almost banked it in, no good. Weak side, strong side rebound comes down to Smith, up ahead to Sheridan. Sheridan quickly into the lane, in traffic, throws up a tough runner off the backboard, and on the rebound we're going to get a hard foul by Tess Burns, who doesn't like it, but I think they had to call that.
I think it should be on Sheridan.
Oh, Sheridan, that's why Tess Burns looks so surprised. Somebody flew through the lane, and I kind of just assumed it was Tess who committed the foul, but it's going to go on Hamrick. When Tess Burns fouls, she fouls hard.
Oh, yeah.
But that one goes on.
Should have been on Sheridan.
I'm not sure if we've gotten, Sheridan, okay.
Her third, yep.
So that's 3 on Gracie. There's a muddle in the lane there. It was hard to tell who exactly they were going to call it on. I just assumed it was on Tess, and that's on me. Free throw in and out, no good for Ewing. Sitting down is going to be Hamrick. Back in Macy even. So it's even, Ward, Burns, Sheridan, and Smith for the Bobcats. Second free throw, that's Haugen, by the way, is no good for Haugen, rebounded by Even. In the backcourt, now Smith dribbles to the right elbow, kicks it in the corner for Ward. Ward dribbles, goes top of the key for Sheridan. Sheridan down the left side of the lane, got the runner blocked on the way up by Kostler, or did she? I'm going to say Sheridan just shot it short out of bounds, back over to Sturgis. So thanks to Century Business Products and Kyocera, your winning combination for the best copiers and printers in the area, and proud supporters of Brookings Bobcat Athletics. Go to CBP now and see how they are powering business technology. Tori Williams across the timeline. Passes right side for Dennis. Back to Williams. She'll swing it left wing for Long, who's going to hoist a 3. Banked it in! Ties it up at 41. With 4.5 to play. First tie of the ball game, I believe. Bobcats have led since the beginning. Even left wing. Dribbles into the lane. Goes right baseline for Buys. Buys dribbles in. Puts it in off the board after getting by Avery Long. Kimber Buys gives the Bobcats back a 2-point lead with her first bucket of the night. Left wing now Long. Goes top of the key for Williams. It's tipped by Even. Williams comes up with it. Back to Long in the wing. Baseline. Haugen drops it in the lane for Kostler. That's number 32, Dinkins. And she gets it stripped away. Buys on the other end. Bobcats steal it and have it back. Buys picks up the dribble by the hash. Bounces it in the backcourt for Smith. Smith dribbles. Goes on the left wing now for Ward. Ward goes top of the key for Macy Even. Down in the corner. Smith for 3. No good. Weak side board grab by Dinkins. She gives now for Williams. Williams passes up right side. Gets it to Dennis. Dennis dribbles all the way in the lane. Nobody picked her up. She throws up the runner. It rolls around and drops, and she'll be fouled. She'll tie it up and have a chance to give the Sturgis Scoopers their first lead of the ball game. with just under 3.5 to play in this one. Foul one on Burns. It's 3 on Tess. And the double bonus, put that one on the shot, and it went. So 1 free throw coming up for Dennis after the timeout. 3:28 to play. Full timeout. Timeouts always brought to you by Brookings Engraving. We'll take you with them. You're listening to Bobcats basketball on the Brookings Radio Sports Network.
My chiropractor.
Free throw, a free throw, single free throw for Dennis coming up after knocking down that runner. She can give the Scoopers their first lead. No good on the free throw. Rebound is batted out on the far sideline. Last touch by the Bobcats. It will stay with Sturgis. 3:26 to go. 43-43. Scoopers can take their first lead of the ball game here. Williams passes left wing for Dennis down in the corner. They go. And top of the key now for Williams. Right wing long. She dribbles. Leaves it in the corner for Jolly. Jolly. Shot no good. Weak side rebound is tapped and now grabbed on the near side by Smith. She'll bring it up for Brookings. Logan, the bottom of the circle. Passes right side on the hash for Buys. Buys gives to Burns. Burns swings it left side for Even. Even bounces it in for Ward inside the left block. Ward kicks it out in the right corner for Smith, who dribbles. Step back three blocked by Dennis. And now coming up with the loose ball is Williams, and Smith commits the frustration foul as she tried to get the ball back. And we'll go down to the other end and shoot a couple more. Tori Williams steps to the line. It's number 2 on the night for Logan Smith, but a costly one with 2:49 to go in the fourth. Williams at the line and hits it. First lead for Sturgis of the night. 44-43 with 2:49 to go. Hamrick back in. And the second free throw airballed back over to the Bobcats. Hamrick back in for Kimber Buys, who sat down for the Bobcats. Long, Jolly, Banks, Dennis, and Williams on the floor for Sturgis. Smith with the ball for the Bobcats. Hamrick, Burns, Ward, and Even on the floor with her. Top of the key pass for Ward. Left wing pass, Even. Down toward the corner it is for Smith. Smith goes out on the lane for Even. Top of the key to Burns. She'll swing it right side for Hamrick. Above the right block for Smith. Dribbles and gets fouled on the turnaround jumper. Didn't go, but she'll go to the line to shoot a couple. It's going to go against Dennis. Second on Dennis. That one on the shot. So 2 coming up for Logan Smith. 9th foul of the half for Sturgis. First free throw is good for Logan Smith. Ties it up at 44. She's got 16 on the night. Now does Logan Smith to lead all scorers in the game.
11 boards too, double-double, 16 and 11.
What a heck of a night. Second free throw is good. Makes it a 1-point lead for the Bobcats. 45-44, inside 2.5 to play. It's been a tight game here inside Bob Jostad Gym for this girls game. Boys coming up after this one. Pass right side, intended for Banks. She had gone to the floor, it just trickles toward the baseline. Picked up by Hamrick. Hamrick all the way up to the other end. In the lane, dropped it off for Burns. Drew the defender and dropped off the pass off the deck to Tess Burns for an easy bucket. 3-point lead for the Bobcats. Hesitation dribble down the right side for Williams. She shot it, got it blocked by Burns, and then Williams got her hand on it. I saw it clearly.
I thought so too.
They keep the ball with Sturgis, and Williams actually kind of looked around and did a little, all right.
I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah. So it stays with Sturgis. They get away with one there. Inbounding is going to be Dennis. We're going to get a foul before the inbound pass. It's going to go against Kostler. Eddie Kostler picks up the offensive foul. And they're in the double bonus, but again, no free throws on an offensive foul, so the Bobcats get the ball back.
And here's where, again, you'd like to see a little patience from Brookings. You're up 3, so still a one-possession game, but only a minute 50 left. If you can run a good 15, 20 seconds off that play clock, granted, you could still make it a two-possession game. Nonetheless, you're still going to be up 3, but you'd like to see him run off a little time.
Ward going to hoist a deep 3 instead and rattle it in.
What
do you know, Alec Johnson?
That was the play. That was reverse psychology.
50-44, the Bobcats lead.
It worked.
That's 4 points. That's the first field goal of the night for Amari Ward. We're going to get a whistle and a timeout from the bench of the Scoopers by head coach Courtney Poole. And we've got a minute 33 to go. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Timeouts are always brought to you by Brookings Engraving in downtown Brookings. It's been a heck of a ball game. Bobcats lost the lead for a short time. They were down by 1 for one possession. And got the lead back after the free throws by Smith on the other end. So it's now 50-44. Bobcats with a 6-point lead. That might be the largest lead of the night. I don't know if they've led by more than that all night tonight.
No, they were up 6 after the first 14-8. It kind of stayed almost at that within the last 3 quarters. So very close game. And we said it too before the game, a huge win for the Bobcats in order of seedings, but at the same time they also know that if they lose this game, it also affects their seedings. It could potentially put them down to 16, and who knows what happens, but it could even take them out of the 16. So it's one thing, you can get a couple wins and move up, but they know at the same time, you lose a game or 2, it could take you right out of next Friday's game.
Absolutely, got to look at these last 2 games as must win. The right wing pass to Long, down in the corner for Haugen. She'll pump fake, dribbles in, wraparound pass to her teammate. Kostler, no good on the shot. Rebound is going to be tipped, and the last touched by Smith as she couldn't save it in. Bounced on the end line before she got her hands on it. And we're going to get an inbound. Haugen underneath right side, looks and goes in the lane, finds Williams, got herself caught too far underneath the basket, shot off the bottom of the backboard on the rebound. We'll get a held ball call. It will stay with Sturgis as they go to the arrow. Inbounding now on the left side underneath is going to be Dennis. He looks in. Goes in the corner, tipped away by Sheridan, out of bounds. Sturgis keeps it. They're having a hard time getting the ball in bounds here. 50-44 the score, a minute 17 to go. Bobcats with the lead, Sturgis with the ball. Dennis to inbound, she gets it. Left wing for Kostler, a pump fake, dribbles in, a 7-foot jumper on the left baseline, no good short. She'll be fouled though by Logan Smith. It's going to be third on Logan?
Logan's third, yes.
Kostler steps to the stripe. He's got 7 points on the night. Free throw is no good, in and out. It remains a 6-point ball game. Gracie Sheridan sits down for Brookings. Macy Eben comes in for the Bobcats. Kostler's second free throw can cut it to 5. And she misses them both. Rebounded by Burns. Burns gets it to Ward, left side. Ward will dribble, now passes up left side for Hamrick across the timeline. Hamrick slows it up smartly, gets it to Ward. Now near the bottom of the circle for Smith. Smith's going to be fouled as the Scoopers are going to try to put the Bobcats on the line here early, down by 6.
That's probably not the one you want to foul.
No,
but
it's not.
Still, like you said, when you're down 6 and only a minute, you do have to start fouling in hopes of miss some free throws. And
Now she's the best free throw shooter on the team tonight, 71.2%. She hits the first one. On the year it is Jaden Devine, but I don't see her here tonight. She certainly hasn't been playing. She's not suited up. She's had some injury issues all year. Second free throw for Smith, no good. And rebounded by Burns. Tess puts it back up, no good, but she'll be fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot a couple. Offensive rebounds again for the Bobcats.
just been huge. Yeah, that'll be their 15th offensive rebound on the night. 7 of those coming from Tess herself.
Foul one on Avery Long, her 4th. First free throw for Burns is good. Tessa's got 11 on the night, 12 now on the night, and she's got 9 rebounds. So another rebound, she'll have a double-double. Last time the Bobcats had 2 players with double-doubles. Macy even sits down, Gracie Sheridan back in. 1:01 to play here in the ball game. An 8-point lead for the Bobcats. Tess Burns trying to make it 9 from the stripe. The second one is no good. 8 points, the largest lead of the game here now. Scott presses it up right side. She gets it to Williams. Williams goes right baseline for Haugen. Haugen dribbles in the lane, pulls up just in front of the rim. No good. Rebound tapped out. Sheridan grabs it. She'll dribble and give now to Smith. They get it to Logan. Logan's just going to wait to be fouled with just under 45 seconds to play. They'll blow the whistle. And Logan Smith will head down to the other end. Logan Smith steps to the line with 18 points, 11 rebounds. To stretch out an already 8-point lead. First one for Smith is good. 53-44 the score. Again, we're going to have the boys game after this one. Doubleheader. Thanks to everybody in Sturgis for listening on KBHB 810. Smith hits them both. It's a 10-point game. Bringing it up is Dennis. It's a pick from Williams. Dribbles to the right wing. Passes to Williams, left side. She'll dribble, crosses over down the left side of the lane, throws up a tough runner, no good off the backboard. Short of the rim, rebounded by Smith. She'll pick it up and goes right side for Sheridan. Sheridan's going to be fouled. She'll go to the line. She shoots just about 65.5% from the stripe on the season and averages just under 5 points per game to Sheridan. She's got 2 tonight. She's going to step to the stripe and try to stretch out a 10-point lead with just 23 seconds to go. Bobcats will stay back across the timeline. All these free throws are shot. First one is good for Sheridan. She's now got 3 on the night. It's 55-41. We'll do a quick post game for you in this one because we've got kind of a quick turnaround between the boys and the girls game. And then we'll get started with the boys pregame fairly quickly after this one is over. We'll talk with head coach Mitch McClagan during the halftime of the boys game. Dennis brings it up, right wing, now top of the key pass for Williams. She'll dribble to the right wing, now to the right corner. Pulls up from 3 off the side of the backboard, and chased down on the right wing by DeVergston. She gets it swiped away, regains possession, passes to Even, out to Smith, and that is going to do it. 56-44 is the final in this one. So with the win, Bobcats improved to 5-14 on the year. And with the loss, the Scoopers fall to 1-15. 56-44 the final. Double-double for Logan Smith. Almost a double-double for Tess Burns. And a good offensive rebounding night for the Bobcats. Those were probably, although those 3 things mixed together, the difference in this one tonight. 56-44 the final. The Bobcats win at home against the Sturgis Scoopers and help their chances in seeding for the South Dakota 16. We'll take a quick 2-minute break and